On this week's show, Liberty and Sam Houston meet in the very first midweek on the mountain and get to know a highly touted Liberty basketball freshman.
Plus, a women's soccer transfer tells us why Liberty and a moment field hockey will never forget. It all starts now on this Flame Central.
Midweek on the mountain makes its debut. What's up? Welcome to Flame Central alongside Emily Austin. I'm Matt Warner.
A lot of great stories to get to, but you mentioned it. Midweek on the mountain. This is what the folks here at Liberty are calling midweek Conference USA home games that are taking place in October. And on Thursday night, the Flames kicked off the very first one.
Yeah, it was a matchup of two teams at the exact opposite ends of the spectrum. Liberty 4-0, Sam Houston 0-4. On paper, it looked like a one-sided ordeal, but would it play out that way in reality? Liberty had been dominant in their 4 wins this season, and they were dominant on their opening drive of this game. 74 yards in 2 minutes, and it ended with a Caden Salter touchdown run. Just like that, 7-0 Flames. Sam Houston would respond with the touchdown of their own, and then after a Flames turnover, a Bearcat field goal put the visitors up 10-7. But the second quarter, it would belong to the Flames. Quentin Cooley scores his first touchdown of the season, and then Caden Salter found his favorite target on this evening, C.J. Daniels, for a 51-yard touchdown, and it would be 21-10 Flames at the half. But we were only getting started in this one. Second half, Sam Houston hits on a 20-yard pass to Alvante Woodard. The 2-point conversion failed, making it 21-16. And then the Flames offense would go cold. They would be shut out for the entire second half, which meant this one would come down to the defense. Final moments of this game, Sam Houston trailing by 5 and driving. They would have 8 plays from inside the Liberty 15, but Kobe Singleton would be the hero. On 4th down, he knocks the pass away and secures the win for the Flames. Liberty remains unbeaten on the year and 3-0 in Conference USA play. Kobe Singleton talked about that final defensive stop.
Man, I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie. Like, the ball was in there like so long, so I'm just trying to hit the ball away. You know what I'm saying? God put me in crazy positions like this, so roller coaster ride, and I'm just grateful I'll be able to make those plays. I mean, it shows our heart. It shows how competitive we are, and shows that whatever challenges come to our way, we're able to overcome them.
Staying on the gridiron, former Flame Demario Douglas was making moves on the biggest stage this past weekend.
Nailed it.
Okay, let's be honest. The Pats offense might be just as bad as my reenactment, but still, it's great to see Pop making plays for the Pats. If you missed it, that had nothing to do with what it looks like. You can watch that filthy spin on the Liberty Football Twitter account. Here's a look at his stats. He recorded 2 catches for 45 yards, but that juke move is what really matters here because he picked up 42 yards on that reception. We'll keep you up to date with Demario as his season continues. All right, to the pitch. The men's soccer team continues Ohio Valley Conference play. Can the Flames stay hot against Houston Christian? Well, the short answer here, Matt, is yes. Just 4 minutes in, Luke Everly buries the free kick from 25 yards out. Take another look. Perfect placement there. About 10 minutes later, guess what? It's Luke again. This is the second time this season he scored 2 goals in 1 match. He also leads the OVC in goals with 7. The Flames go on to win this one. Final score, 3-1.
All right, return to women's soccer for our next story. You know, not everyone's journey to Liberty is a straight line. A lot of athletes begin their collegiate careers at other schools before ending up here. But once they arrive at LU, they usually realize what they've been missing. This is the focus of a new segment called Why Liberty? This week, we chatted with women's soccer player and Ole Miss transfer, Sadie Holland.
My name is Sadie Holland. I transferred here my junior year. I transferred from Ole Miss, and I'm a centerman. There had been a lot of ups and downs at Ole Miss. I had gone from not starting, not playing at all, to being a starter, to back down. Like, it was a roller coaster there. And with that came a lot of really high highs and really low lows. And after I had found God my sophomore year, I got baptized, and that's kind of when everything shifted for me. I realized that the foundation I had built was on soccer, and that is a really fragile thing and really scary place to be at. And so after I had felt like all the emotions of starting, not starting, all of that, I kind of just took a step back and realized like I need to be somewhere else, somewhere that like prioritizes my faith, prioritizes me being a child of God and not being a soccer player. So I came here not knowing, but anticipating that there would be a great culture off the field, like with girls, coaches, just all the support staff. And that's what I found for sure, was just an amazing group of girls who are all like walking their own journey, but can come alongside of you and help you in your own journey. And so that was really like encouraging for me, was to be around a group of 30 girls who all believe the same thing as me. I did not expect that it would result on the field as well. I think that like being able to find your confidence and find everything in Christ allows you to play so much more freely. And we talk about that a lot at practice and in team meetings and everything. Like being able to go out there and know that no matter what, no matter how many minutes you play, no matter if you score the winning goal or not, like you are valued the exact same. And I think that's one thing I didn't expect to find. Coming here, I knew that it was a very outwardly Christian school, and I got that for sure and more. Outside of like the faith aspect, like that's very strong, but the facilities here, the people here, like not even like athletics, but like every single building on campus is just like, it's amazing. The landscaping's amazing. Like every single thing is like done for the glory of God. It feels like every single thing is perfect. And so I feel like if you're an athlete and you get on campus, it's like everything you've ever dreamed of. And I think it just shows how much like the department, the college, like everyone involved cares for every single athlete, every single person on campus.
It's been so rewarding to see this women's soccer team come together the last couple of seasons. As you just saw, there are some of the most talented players in the country choosing to play here at Liberty. Forward Ivy Gardner is one of them. She joined us on the Flame Central podcast, powered by Alcova Mortgage, to share her unique journey to the mountain. But she also spilled the beans on an interesting teammate who keeps everyone laughing in the locker room.
There's some people that bring the energy to kind of hype you guys up. Now,
Yes.
I've seen pictures, you know, our photography team and all that, like, and there's always one player every game that looks like she's just losing her mind. In the middle, you guys are surrounding her. It's always, she's like
my
mid-scream. Who is this person
So
and
is this
what does she
pregame?
do? Yeah, pregame.
Pregame.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give a quick shout out to my girl Annie. She is gonna love that I'm talking about
Okay,
her now.
good.
She probably is gonna wish she was sitting right here in the middle of this table.
Yeah.
She brings the energy on our team
I love it.
every day, no matter if she's on 1 hour of sleep, no matter if she's had exams all day. Her energy never changes, and I love that about her so much. Before every game, she is dancing her head off in the locker room for like 20 minutes straight, like drenched in sweat. And our whole team like literally just watches her and like hypes her up and like takes videos of her. And she'll start like rapping and like we have a microphone
rapper.
and she'll be like rapping and like dancing at the same time. And we just watch her and she just entertains us all.
Oh boy, if you think that was interesting, wait until you check out the Flame Central podcast powered by Alcova Mortgage. Matt, Joe Yock, and I make fools out of ourselves pretty much every show. Much like Annie in those videos you just watched, we drop a new episode each and every week, so be sure to check it out and subscribe today. You can also watch us on YouTube.
Yeah, Joe dances like that before every podcast. Well, last week we unveiled our first Players Lounge segment where Liberty basketball players Gabriel McKay and J.C. Schreier Jr. introduce you to some of the new faces on the Flames. This week they sat down with highly touted freshmen and a young man who likes to look good, Curtis Blair.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Players Lounge. Today we are here with freshman standout, my mini-me, actually, as I like to say, Curtis Blair, CB. What up, Curtis?
You keep talking to Mike.
Oh, my bad, yeah.
Are you scared a little bit?
No, a little nervous, yeah.
I can tell you're a little nervous. It's okay. Just relax. You're just talking to the fellas, man. Just talking.
Don't even act like they're not here. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Okay, so I want to start off with a question. How long did it take you to get ready for this interview? Because we know you like to look good in every situation you're in. So how long did it take you?
I mean, I looked at myself in the mirror for a little bit, but
Okay.
I didn't know it was going to be like this. So if I knew it, I probably would have washed my hair yesterday or something, so it's not as frizzy.
Do you consider yourself to serve fits, which means like have good outfits?
I tried to. Past year, I've been trying to get into it a lot more, but, I take inspirations from, JC and Brody a lot, too. He has good fits. And Gabriel.
JC?
No, you ruined it. Don't. You ruined it.
JC?
You ruined
From
it.
everybody, I feel like
You ruined it. I have the best, better fits than you.
See, you don't even believe that, bro.
Oh
We're
my
not gonna
gosh,
do
yes
this
I do.
again. We're
When's the last
not
time you
gonna
put on
do
a fit?
We're not gonna do this again.
We're not.
Every day I wake up.
This is
it's not about
This is
what
not
you
about
wear.
us. It's not about us. It's about Curtis.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
let me
about
just
us.
say this real quick. Yeah, but if you step out, it's not
I'm
about.
not listening.
You can wear something whack, right?
Yeah.
But if you feel comfortable and confident in it,
Yeah, that's all that
you
matters.
think it's a fit, right?
That's true.
That's
too.
you. You wear something whack and you think it's good. Okay, moving on from the fit question. So, how many points, the highest amount of points you scored ever in your basketball career? Let's see if it's higher than mine.
35.
Oh yeah, mine's definitely higher.
What's yours?
40.
That's tough.
Sounds like a made-up answer. I'm not.
Nope, 41 to be exact. Actually.
Oh, then why'd you say 40?
I just rounded. I had the extra point though. That's fine. 41.
Oh, he's.
I'm not lying.
When was that?
Freshman year.
Freshman year. Okay. Freshman year. Okay.
Yeah, freshman year.
Oh, it was like the 9th grade team.
JV.
All right.
Makes sense. It makes sense.
Curdy, what number are you?
Oh shoot.
24.
24? Mamba mental.
Kobe.
It's really because of my dad, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
We didn't even ask about his dad.
We're tripping. Episode's not over.
Real quick, your dad is an NBA ref.
Yes.
Have you ever been to an NBA game because of it?
I've been to a lot, yeah.
Favorite NBA team? Do you have one?
No, I just like players, really.
Who?
Devin Booker.
Good answer.
Oh.
Good answer.
Yeah, D-Book. I like Tatum a lot.
You know they call G a mixture of Drake and Devin Booker?
I've heard that before, too.
Actually, right? On campus?
Yeah, I actually heard.
Curtis actually been walking with me, and you remember when that one person was like, "Oh my gosh, Devin Booker."
I didn't know if they said Devin Booker or Drake, so I was kind of confused.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
no,
good.
That makes
That's
sense.
good.
That makes sense. You know what? You're my favorite player, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, Curtis Blair, thanks for checking in with us. This is the Players Lounge.
Coming up, Julio Lozano thrived on the offensive line for the Flames, but these days, the Liberty alum is cooking up something special.
Plus, Rhett McGibbon joins us to name the top LU players of the week. It's Warm, Hot, and Fuego, and it's coming up next.
A college degree is more than a diploma. It's taking control of your future and finding that next step. At Liberty University, we not only care about your career, we also care about your calling. And we want to help you learn, develop, and grow so you can make an impact as a champion for Christ. Over 600 online programs, one you, infinite possibilities. So you're looking for a university that's perfect for you, a school that has anything you could possibly need.
Anything?
You want a place that has the programs you want to study, and maybe a few more just in case you change your mind.
I think I'm going to sign up for the fashion design program.
All right. A place with state-of-the-art facilities. I mean, look at this campus.
And who doesn't love big-time sports?
And great recreational activities.
Okay, now we're on a roll. Somewhere you can hike, slide, strike, shoot, climb, eat, and most importantly, eat. You want a place that takes you to space? Okay, maybe not, but we can teach you how to fly, or pastor a church, or run a business. And all that with a great view? Yeah, I think I know a place.
welcome back to Flame Central. Julio Lozano is a former Liberty left tackle from the Houston, Texas area. He loved the game of football, but to him, family means everything. This foundation of family was built years ago when his mother made the ultimate sacrifice to give her children a better life. Today, Julio and his siblings are not only living the dream, but living her dream.
Often people come in and they're asking me, hey, are you Naleti's son? And I say, yeah, and they'll be like, wow, you know, you're carrying on her legacy, you're doing a good job, and no matter what, just keep going at it. Moved here when I was 2 years old from El Salvador. My father passed away at an early age. My mom moved us, me, my brother, and my sister to the States. She pretty much just raised us by herself. She was always working at restaurants, hotels, in the kitchen. So she kind of just gained a lot of knowledge from all those places. She was usually the best at what she was doing. And she said, well, if I can do it here, I should be able to do it by myself.
Ana Doña Letty Hernandez would begin selling fruit out of the back of a pickup to help make ends meet. Her business would grow and eventually expand to a food truck.
It was hard for her to fail at anything because she always worked so hard.
Her son, Julio Lozano, would inherit that work ethic, but he'd put it to use on the gridiron.
I actually never played football a day in my life up until my senior year of high school.
But Julio would be a quick study, and his play would earn him a football scholarship at the JUCO level. And then 2 years later, at Division I Liberty University.
Right there, they work over left tackle Julio Lozano.
Lozano would go on to be a 2-year starter for the Flames and receive his college degree. But despite his success, he had a longing to help out back home.
When I would come back to visit or whenever I came back, she was, you know, struggling kind of. She was doing most things by herself. I kind of just hated seeing that, so it definitely felt a responsibility to come back and help her follow her dreams.
After attending rookie camp with the New Orleans Saints, Julio had to make a tough choice about his future in the sport.
I decided not to go at it after I was done with camp because my mom really needed my help at the time with the business. And it was kind of, I was the medium to help her get to where she really needed to.
Back home in Houston, Texas, Julio and his siblings would help their mother take that next step, launching a restaurant.
I try to visit her almost every day. Just sit in my thoughts and talk to her.
The loss of his mother came about a year after the opening of the restaurant, bearing her name. Her gravestone etched with an encouragement to the children she so dearly loved.
Mis hijos, mi riqueza en la vida fueron ustedes. To my kids, my richness in life were you guys. Don't cry as my mission on earth has been accomplished. My time on earth may have finished, but in you guys' heart, I'll live on for eternity.
Fueled by his mother's memory, Julio is determined to carry on her legacy in the business that was her passion. He's currently prepping a second restaurant location for launch, fulfilling a promise he made to her before she died.
All the credit goes to her and my siblings. They put in a lot of work to get to this point. And I think she would just be shocked at from where she started to, you know, what she has now, 2 restaurants.
Back at Doña Letty's, the bustling kitchen is run by Julio's sister, Marcela. The food made with the same care and personal touch it has always been. All 3 siblings working together to keep their mother's dream alive. A family business to its core, and an enduring tribute to Doña Letty.
She always told us, whenever she's gone, you guys have each other, take care of each other. She always said that family comes first, and we try to keep that till today. Even though she's gone, we're still very close.
Because for me, nothing has changed. Just she's not here physically, but everything else stays the same.
I'm so happy to share that the second location is now up and running, and it's doing so well that Julio told me he's looking to open a third location and possibly expand outside of the Houston area. Lynchburg, please. I'm telling you, it might be the best food I've ever tasted. Julio posts photos all the time, and both locations are always packed. They even have over 135,000 followers on Instagram. He and his brother are running the second location, while his sister still runs the first. Just an amazing story. You know, his mother must be smiling down on all three of her children for carrying on her recipes, but also her legacy and love for family.
I'm thinking Rhett and I need to take a field trip down to Houston. That food looks pretty good.
I'm in.
Rhett McGiven here. You know what that means. Warm, hot, and fuego. Top player moment from the past week in Liberty Athletics. Rhett, what are we doing this week?
Well, I got feeling a little nostalgic. I'm looking through these athletes, these plays, and I was like, man, reminiscing of days of old. We'll get to that here in just a second, but let's start off with warm. It was a play, Bethany Dykema, field hockey match against Temple. Sharp angle shot. She's so great on the penalty corners, right? Like she inserts the ball, and a lot of times they'll use her for a side redirect. This one plays out a little bit more, but look at this angle. She gets it here and just the chop. Somehow finds like top corner off the goaltender and in. She has been such a special player during her time here, and I was kind of thinking about like the Mount Rushmore of Liberty Field hockey, right? And I was diving through this, and I had Aggie Maroney.
Definitely.
Hard to believe she hasn't been here since 2019.
I know.
That white in my beard is getting whiter. Natalie Barr, another stud. Okay, you also have Jill Bolton.
Have to.
Yeah, I think Bethany Dykema is on that list for me. Just how she's been able to compete as a defender on the back line. She provides offense. She's so integral to how this team just works. She is on that list for me. So much fun to watch, and hard to believe her career is winding down. Another name, honorable mention, not in WEF this week, but Azul's going to be on that. Yeah.
How many faces are on Mount Rushmore?
I think it's 5, right?
Is it
or
5?
Is it 4?
Or we'll add one? I don't know.
Oh boy.
Well, we'll figure that out next week. All right, so more we go to the hot.
All right, Luke Eberle. Emily was talking about earlier. What a match he had. What a senior season this guy's having. Leading the OVC in goals, 7 on the year. Also leads the conference in points. So right now, you have to think he is #1 when it comes to conference player of the year. He's driving away with that. 2 goals versus Houston Christian. Usually this is a guy that gets into the box and gets hauled down, and he gets his goals on the penalty. This time, though, they tried to build the wall. Boom, right over it. Beautiful shot. And then he's mucking it up in the box like he likes to do. He's just such a big body. Great placement of the ball on his kicks. Getting 2 goals, no big surprise. Been a leader on the team this year, and the men's team continues to roll in conference play. Good for them. They are looking really sharp right now.
They are. All right, finally, Rhett in Fuego. Who's in Fuego this week?
All right, it's a freshman sensation. It's Leo Kane of the men's soccer team. Again, watching this guy all year long, he has come so close so many times to bearing a goal. His first match of the year, it was like off the goalie's fingertips, and you knew when you watch a young player play, when they get that first one, you know the second one's coming real soon. It just so happened to come in the same exact game. 2 goals, 2 assists, 6-point night for him. That was just a big effort, and he breaks out. I think he's going to be the OVC Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
Like there's no doubt in my mind. And then I got feeling nostalgic again. Okay.
Here we go.
He reminds me back of the old Mendoza and our guy Mbuyu. I just wanted to say it, but you look at his ability just through the midfield, the way he controls the ball. He's got the speed of Mbuyu, but he also has the creativity of through the midfield of Mendoza. He's going to be a real special player. He's already won as a freshman.
I'm told it's only 4 people on Mount Rushmore. This is what happens when a Canadian starts weighing in on U.S. monuments. Yeah, it doesn't work out well. Rhett, great job as always. Stick around. Much more Flame Central coming up.
Welcome to Liberty University's online programs, where living out your calling with integrity is what you train to do. And getting ready for the future doesn't mean missing out on the now. Because a university is more than buildings and books, and an education should set you free, not fence you in. Welcome to Liberty's global campus, where distance learning was pioneered and evolved into one of the top-ranked schools in the nation. Where protecting your budget, your time, and your education isn't just a theory, it's our priority. Here, degrees in your field reflect industry demands and help you get ahead of the competition. Where college comes to you, but you can come to college too. Game day, homecoming, graduation day. Your school, your values, your experience, your choice. Welcome to Liberty University, where we train champions for Christ.
Get your career started on the right track. Let Liberty University help you get on the road to success.
Hey, welcome back to the show. One of the greatest moments in Liberty Athletics history was following the field hockey team on its run to the national championship game.
Yeah, it was a run. It wasn't a cakewalk to get there. Let's go back to 2021 to the play where it all paid off, which happens to be Reagan Underwood's favorite moment in a Liberty uniform.
My name is Reagan Underwood. I am a midfielder for Liberty Field Hockey. My favorite moment in a Liberty Field Hockey uniform was our game against Maryland in fall of 2021 for the Final Four when we scored the goal in overtime.
Bolton in front of the shot, score, Liberty wins it. The Flames are heading to the national championship game.
Going into this game, we were just so excited for the opportunity to play and glorify God through the sport that we love. And we knew it was going to be a really tough battle.
Liberty striking on the shot, the save from Frost, the rebound, it's put in. Liberty scores, it's 2-0.
Throughout the game, it was a really tough game, very back and forth.
Penalty stroke, chance to tie it. Rose, she scores it.
Obviously, they did come back to bring us to overtime, but going into overtime, we knew we've practiced it so much and we've trained for that moment so much that we knew we were as prepared as we could be going into that game, and it just meant actually performing in that moment.
That's the end of the first overtime.
So this was in second overtime, so now you're just basically running on fumes. Bethany had a block tackle right outside our circle.
He is taken down at the top of the circle.
Maryland's team was kind of arguing it, wasn't really happy with the outcome, but we knew if we were able to take advantage of that moment, we were gonna, have a really good outcome up at the top of the circle. I was just thinking, get out wide, be an option, be ready for Bethany. She sent it out to me. I take it upfield a little bit, and Jill just works her butt off to get up ahead of me. Char's already ready. Up ahead, sends a perfect ball to Char, who she's just so good at getting that ball into the goal. She's just such a finisher. It was just this amazing moment of almost unbelief that it actually went in and hit the back of the net. It took me a second to even realize before we all start running to the corner to just dogpile and just really enjoy the moment that we were actually going to be able to go to a national championship. It was just such an incredible experience that I will never forget.
One end of the field to the opposite end of the field, and a very nice pass in by Reagan Underwood. The ball gets into the middle of the field, slide, and then the knock home.
Matt, not gonna lie, I jumped on the dog
Thought
pile.
I saw you in there somewhere. Yeah, what a fantastic moment. We'll all remember that one. Hey, we're about out of time. Don't have time for a Flames fantasy update this week, but we had a special Friday podcast. We'll update it there, so be sure to check that out.
And any features you might have missed, libertyflamecentral.com. We'll see you right back here. For Matt, I'm Emily. See you then.